What's going on, y'all? So listen. Welcome back to the second episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay. What's going on, buddy class? What's going on, Dominicanos? What's going on, my Haitians, my Jamaicans, my Cubanos, and everybody else in the mix? You know what I'm saying? And my niggas, too. Bitch, listen. You know, I just figured out, and I think we all figured this out for Love and Hip Hop New York. The reason why the shit is slacking is so put together, like it's thrown together, like bitch, y'all just go off for this shit. It's because Mona got tired, and Mona said, "Fuck y'all, okay? I'm finna put all my time and energy and my money into getting new. You know, I'm finna switch up the template, switch out the tempo. Come on now, Chris Brown. You know, gonna switch up the movie template." On iMovie, and you know I'ma remix the intro to the song for Miami. Put you know a little bit of reggaeton flavor up into it, because if you listen to it, it's still the same music, but it's you know with the reggaeton to it. And you know I'ma make it look all colorful. I'ma make it look all sunny and shit. I'ma make it look all jazzy and shit. I don't give a fuck about y'all. It's always at in Miami. I said okay, because look at the promo and all the shit that they doing for this show, bitch. They really trying to sell it. All right. We here for it. At least I am. I don't give a fuck about y'all. But anyway, so we start off with this episode is called Forbidden Fruits, okay? So, you know, we start off where we left off last week. Y'all know Pleasure P got into it with Shay. Or I should say, yeah, no, Shay got into it with Pleasure P because or Bucky. Fuck that bitch. You know, this bitch is dumb. First of all, they out there on the beach, cars in the sand. I was like, y'all couldn't meet nowhere else at night or whatever. But okay, you know, do what you do. It's just like in Love and Hip Hop Hollywood when everybody want to meet, they meet on that cliff. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do today. And Pleasure is on the phone. All right, and Bucky pulls up. And she's like, hello, get up off the phone. Who you talking to? Hang the fuck up. Now, you know, I am not here for domestic violence. But if he would have knocked her ass out right then and there, I would have understood. I'm sorry. I would have understood. Because you ain't finna come over here and tell me to hang up a phone call for you after the fuck shit that you did. And then you up here getting in your feelings about this whole thing. He didn't get, you know, had your back and all this shit. Because when I was with Scrappy, Scrappy would never did no shit like that. Regardless of what we was going through, that nigga treated me like a fucking dog, but that bitch had my motherfucking back. Pleasure P was like, bitch, that nigga treated you like you was less than shit. Okay? And I was there helping your ass get your face off the fucking ground. And you gonna do some shit like that. So Shay, you call him disrespectful for not having your back, but then you wanna throw another nigga in his face. That's disrespectful as fuck. And you really think we gonna get somewhere with that? Then you coming at his band members. Why the fuck you need them? Why the fuck you need them? Let me tell you something. Bucky, you will never be fucking relevant, okay? You will never be relevant to the point that we care enough for you. Bitch, Pretty Ricky. The right he need them because Pretty fucking Ricky gave us Juicy. Can you make it juicy for me? Cause I'ma make it juicy for you. You ain't give us that, so you don't have no right to fucking talk. Let them grown ass men figure out they grown ass shit. Okay? You were not there in Inception. You don't know all the ins and out, bitch. I don't give a fuck if they hurt that man. I don't give a fuck if you claim that you trying to be there for your man. Let him figure that shit out. That's his business. This ain't personal. That's his fucking business, bitch. And you overstepped the fucking line. He was tired of the bullshit. So he just said, fuck it, bitch. We ain't finna be doing all this stuff. Let's just go. I would have left her ass on the fucking stand, bitch. Okay? Sinking that shit, ho. You know? Moving on from that, we get introduced to another character, Prince. He's this party promoter. He claims he's this, you know, you get the DJ Khaled, you get the Tyson Bedfords and stuff. Let me tell you something. Tyson Bedford. Back in the day when I thought I was straight, Tyson, this is when I knew I was fucked up. Like, I had a thing for, like, just chocolate niggas. Tyson Bedford always has been my nigga. Like, and that motherfucker is fine as shit still. Like, it is a good thing that you know I'm gay because you know I'm pretty sure my parents would have had a problem with me bringing home because I would have brought home some old ass motherfuckers, like not no old motherfuckers, but you know let's say I would have been like 20 years old dating a 30 something year old nigga. Anyway, And it ain't no daddy issues. It ain't no, that's just what I like. Cause I like older women too. Anyway, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. But he is a fine ass man. You know, so he bragging about what he do and all this shit. You know, I get the nightlife popping. So he talking to the DJ, DJ Easy, Feezy, whatever the fuck. It was like, so you got this thing on lock, but before we can call you the king, you gotta get some little more things. He was like, wait a minute, bro, I'm the principal in this shit. Okay, I ain't been here for a year, whatever. The first 6 months I did this, and then the next month I was like, bruh, calm the fuck down. We don't care. You boasting, and the girls they love me because look at me, I'm cute. I was like, I don't know about you right now. And then dude was saying how the only competition that he had is this DJ named Michelle Pooch. Okay, so they had a little run in where she told him basically, get the fuck out. Your little brand is a little ratchet, and that ain't what I'm here for. So he got a vendetta against her and want to take her down. Okay, whatever. Moving on from that, we also get introduced to Veronica Vega. Fuck you, nigga. Let me tell you something. I have a feeling, and I feel so conflicted and hurt because some of y'all may not know about Veronica Vega, but I know about the bitch, and I've heard. I really hope it's not true that. I don't think it's true. They trying to say that she racist or whatever the fuck, but I always see her run a whole bunch of black folks, you know, like her friends or whatever. But here's the thing: I feel like she's gonna be the villain this time, and I feel like I'm gonna have to cuss her out and still love her at the same time. That's just how it's gonna go. I've already, you know, settled that in my spirit that, you know, I'm gonna have to cuss this bitch out. But, you know, that motherfucking song must be the money because it ain't your dick. Like, that paid me sound like she be saying nigga all up in that song. And my spirit is so conflicted because I'm like, bitch, I'm not really here for you saying this, but the song goes, but yeah, you know, it's just it's a wear and tear on my soul, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, she's giving a little photo shoot, you know, she says her little repertoire, her little resume, and who she's with and all this shit, and who she worked with, you know, she did do with Pitbull Wicked. That's my other song that she just a wicked boy. You know, that's my shit. Fuck that, fuck that. But listen, I will say this is the most clothes I ever seen the bitch wear. I'm gonna tell you that the truth. All right. Amara and this other girl, Steph LaCour, she comes in. Steph, she signed to DJ Khaled or some shit like that. You know, and Amara was just saying these her girls or whatever. So they going and sitting there talking about everything that's went down and how you know, the whole situation with Young Hollywood went, and you know how she feels as though um she shouldn't be defined by her hair. She wears her hair in different hairstyles and things of that such. And for you to say the things that you say, that was racist. I don't care what nobody said. What he said was racist, and everybody felt the same way. And she was just talking about the way how, you know, she struggled through her life with this. And it was so the ignorance that came out when we first saw Amara La Negra last week when dumbass bitches was saying that she was in blackface. Y'all are stupid as fuck. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Before you come back to this goddamn review for next week, I want y'all to go do y'all goddamn homework. Because some of y'all don't like to read, okay? You don't even like to read on Google. It don't take much to Google in Afro-Latinas or Afro-Latino, you know, to know that that does happen, that there are dark-skinned Latin people, okay? So if you one of those people that don't like to fucking read and you're a more visual person, go look up Henry Louis Gates, okay? And he has this documentary, I think it's like 5 parts, 5 or 6 part, whatever, you know, PBS little series that he does. And it's about African Americans, not African Americans, but Afro Latinos, and they do Peru, they do Mexico, you know, Cuba, Puerto Rico, and some other countries. Okay, all Latin countries. All right, where there is colorism in there, and the same stuff that us African Americans go through over here, the Afro Latinos and Latinas, they go through the same thing over there. That discrimination. And yes, they do exist. So y'all need to go do your homework and go look at that before you say dumb shit like this girl is in blackface. And like Veronica Vega said, don't let no bitch come at you like that or whatever. You know, I feel a way about her saying this and then some other stuff going. We'll get there. But don't let no bitch tell you and get you down just no one person or whatever. You gotta prove them wrong. And that's what the fuck she did. That bitch got a multi-album, multi-million-dollar contract and she said, fuck you nigga, pay me. So we meet another new character and it's Trina Cousin. Bitch, I ain't even get a name, but whatever. She's standing on the corner Trina come up there to talk to her. Trina about to do some event at this club, but it's also Trina cousin birthday. Mind you, Trina cousin used to be married or still is married to Trick Daddy, but they've been separated for 4 years and nobody has gotten a divorce. And so she don't know how she gonna feel being up in there. And Trina's like, y'all need to stop, holding on to this shit. Get the fucking divorce, move on with your life. They going to the club. Of course, Trick Daddy is there. He see the girl. He and his feelings like, whatever the stuff, this better life, this better this, whatever she was looking for in another nigga, she sure ain't found it yet. So what they say about her and all that shit. I was like, Trick, calm the fuck down and get the bitch the fucking divorce. Let me tell you something. I really don't want to go in on Trick Daddy. Okay, old girl said it feels a little weird to be 100 feet away from her, estranged husband and not say nothing and do all this shit, and it just come to her that what Trina's saying right. Y'all need to just go ahead and dead this shit so you can move fucking forward. My whole thing with this situation is Trick Daddy. Trick, on one of those commercials, he did say that, bitch, you not gonna be, she ain't gonna be with another nigga but him and all that shit. I don't like a motherfucker who say some shit like that, but I want to go in on Trick, but in his appearance, but I respect Trick to a certain extent. He said some questionable things that made me look at him like, bitch, calm your fucking nerves, because look who the fuck you look like. Let me tell you something. Trick Daddy ain't never really been a looker like that, but his looks, like he said, he gained weight, he lost weight, he lost his damn mind. His looks is just atrocious right now, and it's not because that's how he was born. It's because you won't go to the doctor and you won't take care of yourself. You have lupus, boo. Go to the doctor, get the right medication that should work for you, and get that situation cleared. He don't take the medicine. So while y'all making fun of the way he look and all this stuff, comparing to him to Florida Evans and Esther Rose or all this other shit, it's because he has lupus. That's why his face looked the way that it looked. That's why the weight gain and all that stuff, and the drinking, and you look in his confessional and you look at his eyes. His eyes, it's not even white. The white parts are not white. They're like brownish red or whatever. That is unhealthy as fuck. His eyes show you how unhealthy his ass is. And he a stubborn ass nigga who think his self-medication is gonna make the trick right. And I guess he think it's working for him now. Baby, it ain't doing nothing but you fucking yourself up. I want you to get some help. I really fucking do, because he making me scared. He making me scared as fuck. All right, Dad. One day he just might not wake up. But moving on from that, Amara goes to her house, her mama's house, and just so happened, a classic Mona setup. Amara is coming over, and her mama just so happened to be looking at going down memory lane with Amara and all her, pageantries and, competitions that she used to, be in and everything. Got her playing when she was a little girl and all that shit. Amara's story at this point, I'm gonna be honest, it's getting a little draining, but I'm still here for it because it's cute. But we know you trying to make a bigger life for yourself. You want to get your mom a big house, and you want to fulfill your dreams, and your mom was there. That is, and I feel like even though it's, I'm getting a little bit tired of hearing about it, but it's a common universal story that a lot of us have. We want to become successful, especially if you have a good relationship with your parents, especially your mom and stuff like that. You want to become successful enough so that you can go and give them the things that they couldn't give themselves, and make their lives a little bit better, and pay them back just because that's your mom. You want to give them a bigger house, you want to give them jewelry, you want to give them all this stuff so they won't have to work and shit. So I love that. And her mom is a typical Latin mama, very very much overbearing a little bit, but it's cute enough, but I'm getting a little tired of it, but whatever. Moving on from that, we get Gunplay talking to Miami Tip. Somebody said in the comments last week, did Mona hire a little person? Okay, with this diversity, Miami Tip is not a little person. So when I was looking at her confessional, I understood exactly why they thought she was a little person. Okay, because she just gives that odd shape like a little person in the confessional, but then when she see her scene, she's standing up, she's a full-blown woman. Okay, I should say a regular sized woman. She's just short a little bit, but they got some history and they trying to figure that shit out, and she feels a way about how Gunplay just left her and all that shit. And, he was like, yeah, I'm with somebody else now. I mean, she cool for whatever it is. She was like, well, she ain't got this and all this shit. She can't do this. Let me tell you, son, Kiara got more ass than you tip. So that ain't it. But a nigga will be a fucking nigga. Gunplay gonna fuck around and fuck that bitch again. So apparently Bucky knows Michelle Pooch. They're really good friends. And, they was doing their little jog and working out and shit. And she was telling her how, shit went down with the Prince dude and how he came in and bombarded her little thing and how she not with his bullshit. And then Bucky started telling her about, being with Pleasure P. And Michelle was like, the group getting back together. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Whole tour, whole album, whole this, whole that. She was like, bitch, you seem salty as fuck. I mean, because we got into it last week, a couple of nights ago, and he didn't even defend me. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. You was wrong, and that's all that it is. I ain't got shit else to say on that shit, bitch, okay? You will not get my sympathy, or you will not get my, girl, I understand from me. No, you won't, okay? So then we move on, and we get Gunplay, hitting up Kiara. And he felt the need. Okay, I will give him credit because most niggas wouldn't do this shit. He told this girl everything that happened to the point where, Tip Drill came on to him. Tip Drill got on top of the pool table and was bouncing that ass and all that shit. And how he didn't indulge. And at first, I'm sitting here like, well, damn, nigga, do you want a cookie? Okay? Because you're in a relationship. You're not supposed to indulge in that shit. Because he said any other nigga would have did it. And I guess in his other days or whatever of him being a whole ass nigga, he probably would have hit it and all that shit. And, Kiara is upset. She was like, if I would have told you some shit like that, you would get upset. So how you expect me not to get upset? And I come down here, I move down here with you, no questions asked, and already some shit happening. I come down here trying to secure the bag and let some other nigga would have do some shit like that. He was like, go ahead then, And I get her point and I get his point. Child, it's y'all, you just in for some drama. This is the type of man that you decided to be in a relationship with. So, you just gonna have to see how shit work the fuck out. So Young Hollywood is having this little I guess single release, video release thing with this artist. And we supposed to cap. I stopped giving a fuck about Young Hollywood last week after the shit because I can already see where they gonna go with this, and I can already see he the type of nigga that don't give a fuck. Okay, bitch, you signed on a dotted fucking line to be on TV to be appeared as a racist. Okay, a racist, a bigot, ignorant. Any of those words can apply. All right. And it's not putting 20, putting so much on it and making it seem like it's so much more than it is. Because, like I said, this is something that happens so much in the Latin community. This is something that happens so much in the African American community and even the African community and even any type of black community. You had Steph who said the same thing when she was talking to Amara about how, she always get comments about how are you Haitian but you light skinned. Okay, that's the ignorance. Everybody comes in all types of fucking shade. It is no one set shade. And, Veronica Vega and Steph, they was like, let's roll up because Steph got an invitation from her people to go to this shit. And so she was like, we not finna let this nigga slide. We gonna talk to this motherfucker about what he said. And they flat out said what it was. And he was like, oh shit. First he was trying to come on to him, like, what's up? We should work together and all this shit, blah, blah, blah. It was like, but it felt like you knew somebody that we fuck with, Amara, and was like, oh shit, you could tell that he knew that they was finna come at his ass. And it was for play because he don't give a fuck. He wasn't taking that shit serious. And he gonna say she was crazy emotional and all this shit because of what he said and all this stuff. And she was like, Steph was like, well, did you not say what you said? It was like, I mean, I'm cool with the Afro punk or Afro funk or whatever she got on top of her head. See, that right there, you intentionally being ignorant. You're intentionally doing this shit and you just don't fucking care. And I don't give a fuck about you, okay? Because that's some bullshit. And anybody who say, well, that's just how the industry is, that is how the industry is. But this motherfucker is blatantly putting it out there that he don't give a fuck. He's not even choosing to be respectful in her face, let alone behind her back to her fucking friends. You're still saying Afro, you're still making the stupid comments about it. All right, as if it's less than. And this is what a whole bunch of, black women, especially darker skinned people, grow up feeling less than because they don't look or fit a certain image. Okay, yeah, the industry may want to do this and may want you to look this way, but you have to stand up and be the way that you want to be. Okay, you don't have to form and mold to society and all that shit. Be your own self. And then this motherfucker gonna say, cause Steph was like, "Do you mind apologizing?" It was like, I mean, I think about it. If Veronica, you give me a date and all this shit, she said, "I know the fuck not." But then you let the nigga sit down and it's like you entertaining. See, this is what I'm talking about, bitch. I'm gonna have to go the fuck off on Veronica ass, okay? I like you, bitch, but what the fuck? That's your homegirl. You gonna choose dick over homegirl? You gonna choose a cause he ain't finna give you no fucking hit. But whatever. That's some fake shit. That's some, I don't like that fake phony shit. Okay, fuck that. Moving on from there. Steph said, "Bitch, let me walk the fuck away, cause I ain't. This ain't got shit to do with me." Uh, Bucky. Bucky thinking that everything gonna be alright, she should take her homegirl advice and, somewhat apologize to her nigga, make him some dinner and all this shit. And try to smooth the situation over, and it should be all to the good. She fake cooking, she heated up some broccoli that was already in the bag from Walmart. She faking like she cutting stuff and all this shit, and we see Pleasure P walking up to somewhere, but it ain't to the house. Okay, he going to meet another bitch. And I said, uh-oh, what the hell is going on? Bucky, you getting played yet again. So basically, Marcus went to meet up with his ex-girlfriend, who he met in Jamaica, who was born and raised in Jamaica. They met up in there. They broke up like 4 years ago. They haven't spoken to each other. She popped up in town, and wanted to see some things. So he went to go hit her out. So basically, she said her sister is moving to the States, and she want to see if they can rekindle their relationship because she heard Pretty Ricky getting back together. So bitch, I want to get back together with you. I said, bitch, you sound like an opportunist when you put it that way. So we gonna see how this shit played out. Okay, because Marcus was like, how you just gonna come up here and acting like this when you broke my heart and shit? But we gonna see how this shit play out. We gonna give it some time. I said, bitch, you got a whole ass girl at home. Marcus got bitches moving from state and countries just to come fuck with him, and I just don't understand it. But okay, I was looking at his beard, right? I ain't never really seen a nigga have a fucking beard underneath, but nothing right here. Like, it's weird, but okay, whatever. Once again, Bucky takes the L. Always taking the L, bitch. So we get to, Miami Tip. Miami Tip is not cute at all. Okay, she's an acquired taste. I guess it's a good thing she got an ass on her, but facial wise, but Kiara comes over there to her club, whatever she said, with her friend Chinese Nikki, who is owner of a few clubs down there in Miami and also in Atlanta area. And so Chinese Nikki is like, "Who the fuck is this? Why we here? What's going on?" She was like, "Well, this bitch is the one that Gunplay said was putting her ass all up on him and twerking and shit, squatting over the goddamn pool table, whatever. So we gonna confront the hoe." So she up there hosting the whole strip club shit, whatever. I heard Miami Tip was like a badass stripper, like she do her thing. So I'm gonna give her that. So she over there, intermission comes, all right, eating her little shrimps and shit. Mind you, her friend name is Strawberry. Strawberry with a K, bitch. I said, okay, that's the first time I actually, I say it like that all the time, but that's the first time I actually, seen somebody spell their name like that. Like, it's funny to me for some reason. And she was fucking them shrimps up, and she didn't give a fuck, bitch. And I knew that this shit wasn't gonna go the way that Kiara thought it was gonna go, because the bitch just didn't give a fuck. She was like, "So you Miami Tip, you fuck with Gunplay?" He was like, "Yeah, I work with him." I was like, "Oh yeah, but so I heard you was over here squatting it, and here go Chinese nigga. You was squatting it on the table, coming on to him and all that shit. Who the fuck are you?" "I'm his girlfriend." "Oh, you his girlfriend?" I was like, "Well, bitch, I don't give a fuck, cause he ain't married or no shit like that. I ain't know nothing about him." Strawberry was like, "Listen, they used to date and had a thing back in the day." "Oh, so y'all did." So now Kiara was caught off guard a little bit because she didn't know that, because he didn't tell her. But at this point in time, Miami Tip was like, you need to fucking talk to your man because that ain't me. Because bitch, I would talk to whoever the fuck it is I want to because I'm not held down to nobody and he's not fucking married. I can't stand when a bitch say stuff like that. Oh, he ain't married, so what? I can still talk to a motherfucker. If they in a relationship, he's still not available. He's not on the fucking market. And if he put himself out there as the one, he's trash and you're trash too because he did say he was talking to somebody. She was like, bitch, are you sure you the main one and not just, a sad bitch or whatever? I said, that's a good point. And then shit went so fucking left because Kiara was about to get in that ass, right? Until Miami Tip was like, bitch, you need to talk to your man and tell him what it is because you don't want that nigga and I don't want that nigga because, bitch, I know what you want. I see what you looking at and I see what you got. She was like, wait a minute, what the fuck you talking about? Bitch, I want you. I see that ass, bitch. Okay? She was like, wait a minute, you want me? He was like, hell yeah, I want you. You don't want no fucking gunplay. I want to see what the fuck that do. I said, you know what? This could have went a whole different direction, but I'm kind of okay with it going this way because I ain't feel like seeing nobody fighting and getting down so early in the season just yet. And I was like, Kiara, just go out. Just go out and let her eat the click for a minute. And because she said, bitch, I would have had, and if you would have been here now that I seen your face ass, I would have had you on the pool table too. And I said, is it like that? Okay, Miami Tip was confident on shit, so I kind of believe her. Kiara was thinking about it too. She was thinking about it, bitch. The way she walked away, she was like, you want me to? I said, girl, fuck out of here. Child, Trick is a fuck nigga who think he a good dude, bitch. Shout out to Insecure, okay? Joy ain't seen that bitch in 4 years. According to him, they ain't spoken 4 years. She just fucking left. So she popped up. And who at the goddamn house? Don. I said, bitch, you ain't doing shit for fucking Trick right now because you sure enough couldn't do shit for Jocelyn. But any fucking way, she go up in there to talk to him. He was like, I've been busy and shit. Nigga, you laying down there on the couch. You don't give a fuck about her. You don't want to call her. You don't want to accept her phone calls and shit. But yet you know every fucking move she been making in the past 4 years. You know every nigga that she done been with. You know how long the relationships last. And here he go, a typical dumb ass, ignorant, old fuck ass nigga. Okay, talking about you don't just leave somebody and you ain't gonna find somebody who gonna give you the love, respect, and the money that I do and all this shit. That you driving around $100,000 cars and wearing $12,000 ties and shit, $1,200 ties. You ain't gonna find no nigga that's gonna do no shit like that. It's not money. In his mind, he ain't done shit wrong. She just left because she just left. Okay, he's the best nigga on the planet. Ain't no other ones out there. And she'll never find another one. She ain't never been happy ever since. You said you weren't happy. I don't understand that because you're not happy now. Bitch, being in a relationship with somebody don't make a person happy or whatever. Sometimes you have to get out of a fucking relationship and be by yourself and just go do what you gotta do. And that will make you happy. Whether or not another relationship lasts long enough, that bitch probably just playing around, okay? But she probably is in a better place mentally now that she's not with you. And he's childish as fuck to think that it's all about money. Like she said, bitch, if it was all about money, we wouldn't even be in this situation. She said if it wasn't no money and fucking involved, bitch, it would be just us, okay? That's all it is, and we still wouldn't be happy, all right? You don't respect the bitch. You probably was cheating on her. I'm pretty sure of it, okay? And you probably was disrespectful as hell. Look at how you talk, and you expect her to, want to stay with that bitch. Look how you let yourself go. Girl, fuck out of here, Trick. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. I'm still invested, and I will see y'all later. Peace.